Niagara Falls was filled with the sounds of cannon fire as the celebrations continue for the bicentennial of the War of 1812.
Well, this night is the 199th anniversary of the Battle of Lundy's Lane. July 25th, 2014 was the actual battle. So we are here to keep the momentum going for the bicentennial and to give people an experience of what it must have been like on the battlefield. We are standing right now on the actual battlefield for the Battle of Lundy's Lane.
Now, the Battle of Lundy's Lane was one of the most important parts of the War of 1812 and 1814. Why was that?
Well, the Battle of Lundy's Lane was called the bloodiest battle of the whole war. It was the last battle against the American incursion into Upper Canada at that time. And this is where the incursion stopped. And from that point on, the American forces withdrew, first of all to Chippewa, then to Fort Erie, and ultimately across the river. And the result of that is the nation Canada that we know it today. The cannons are the most important part of the battle. They are the most destructive weapons, and so we wanted people to get a feel for what it must have been like fighting that battle. There were so many people, over 5,000 troops, concentrated on this little area of land, which is about the size of 3 football fields. And they had to fight almost toe-to-toe in order for there to be some accurate firing. So that particular night, it was hot, it was humid, it was something like it was just last week, and the smoke was just filled the whole area. We're going to try to replicate that tonight to give people a feel for the noise and the confusion in the battle leading up to next year's major celebration here in Niagara Falls of the Bicentennial. We have 4 cannons here. They're smaller than the original cannons were in the battle. We have 2 3-pounders, 1 2-pounder, and 1 1-pounder. Each one is sponsored by a local community group, company, private individual. Each of those sponsors will have an opportunity to fire their cannon.
Greg, what is the casino's involvement in tonight's event?
Well, the Cannons Roar is an event that everyone knows has been coming up on the calendar for some time, and the casino has a long-standing relationship with the Niagara Falls Museum, and when we were approached to get involved, we just jumped right in.
Now, you were one of the lucky ones who got to shoot one of these cannons. How did it feel?
It was amazing. It was one of those things that anybody who's ever studied or watched military and old sort of war movies and things like that, it was something that I really wanted to do. And there was a lot of people around the office who were competing with me heavily to come out here and do it. But I was lucky enough, and I was able to do it.
So how did it feel to fire that cannon?
Oh, it was wonderful. Now I can cross it off my bucket list. It was loud. Even though I had the earplugs in, it was still loud, and I just shook a little bit, but it was fun. It was really fun.
And how did you get the chance to do this tonight?
Well, Niagara Peninsula Energy supports the Battle of 1812 and the new museum, so we got asked to come and shoot off a cannon.
You can look forward to more bicentennial events happening across the region over the next year. For more information, visit discover1812.com. In Niagara Falls reporting for The Source, I'm Lori Taraba.